We on?
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to call the meeting of St. Louis County Board of Zoning Adjustment to order. The board members present today are Janet Herman, Chairman, Angelia Bills, Vice Chairman, and Justin Randall, Member. The BZA Coordinator is Debbie Nesbitt, and staff member is Mel Wilson. First, I offer into the record the affidavit of publication pertaining to today's meeting, September 22nd, 2021. The board hereby takes official notice of and admits into evidence on the record the St. Louis County Zoning Ordinance, Chapter 1003, St. Louis County Revised Ordinance 1974 as amended, and Chapter 1004, St. Louis County Revised Ordinance 1974 as amended. Next, I call for a motion to approve the minutes of the previous BZA meeting of September 8th, 2021.
So moved.
I second it.
All right. The hearing procedure is informal, but is a teleconference and is recorded. The planning staff will read each request into the record. The petitioner will be unmuted, state their name, and make a brief presentation to the board explaining the reason and hardship for the requested variance. The board will not consider financial hardships. Board members may ask questions to clarify facts. When the board is satisfied with the material presented, the chairperson will then ask if there's anyone in favor or opposition to the request. To indicate you would like to speak, please click the hand next to your name. If any comments were submitted, the staff will read them into the record. Before a call for the vote, the petitioner may request a continuance in order to bring in additional documentation. The board may also request a continuance to gather additional information or for a visit to the site. Once comments have been heard, the chairperson will call for a vote. At that time, the discussion is ended and no further discussion is permitted. The board will generally make a decision today. 2 members of the board must vote in favor of the petition for it to be approved. If a variance is approved, you have 6 months to obtain the necessary permits or establish the use requested, or the variance will expire. The petitioner or any interested party has the right of appeal to the St. Louis Circuit Court. This must be done within 30 days of the decision. Paperwork indicating the board's decision will be mailed to the petitioners.
(89-21) Michael and Kathy Delvecchio request an exception to the side yard regulations for the purpose of maintaining an in-ground swimming pool at 6179 Clifton Oaks Place, maintaining a side yard of 7 feet in lieu of 8 feet, as required by the R2 Residence District regulations and the density development procedure of the St. Louis County Zoning Ordinance. So you can see the site located here, outlined in red,
Okay.
and then a site photo of the pool as developed.
Okay, thank you.
Kathy, you are unmuted to give your presentation. I'm not able to hear Kathy. Let me see.
You can't hear us on the phone?
Oh,
okay.
Here we go. I've got you unmuted on the phone now.
Okay, so you can hear us on the phone?
Yes,
please go ahead.
Okay. Why we need hearing.
Okay. This is kind of unusual situation here. When we first put our pool in, everybody thought the boundary line was the wooden fence because the neighbors next to us, when they bought the house, they had a survey done and put up a fence. And for 10 years, everybody considered that the boundary line. Well, after we put our pool in 2013, everything was fine. But then in 2015, we found out that was not the boundary line. So we had reestablished a new boundary line, and in doing so, our pool now is actually 10 inches from the boundary line for the 8 foot. So we're 7 foot 2 inches rather than 8 foot. So that's the reason we're asking for a variance. The pool was constructed. We have letters from county saying that we did everything right. It's just that it was a misrepresentation on the boundary line.
Okay. And this is going back to 2000. 2013 when the boundary line was thought to
Yes,
be the other.
yes. Yeah, we put the pool in 2013, and we got our final inspection 2015 because we had to replace the wooden fence because that fence wasn't a legal fence for our pool. So I talked to our neighbor and asked him if I would pay for a new fence if we, he would agree to that, and he did. And apparently, 2 different title companies did not catch this boundary issue. So we had no idea, either one of us, the neighbors or us, that was not the boundary line.
Okay.
And now the boundary line has been reestablished. It's been recorded, and everything is, correct. The boundary line is now the white vinyl fence.
Okay. Angela or Justin, do you have any other questions?
I don't.
I don't either.
Okay. Is there anyone on this WebEx meeting that's in favor or opposition? Please hit the hand by your name.
So the neighbor is here, but at the beginning, he indicated he didn't wish to make a comment.
Oh, that's right. Okay, thank you. All right, well, then I'm gonna go ahead and vote on 89-21. Did somebody say something?
No.
Oh, okay. 89-21. I'm gonna vote to approve the variance as advertised. I think they have quite the hardship. And since it was incorrectly thought of as at 7 feet instead of lieu of 8 feet many years ago. And as Mr. Delvecchio said, 2 different title companies did not catch that. And in 2015, they did correct it, and they've tried to do everything correct, which I think they have. And so I'm going to vote to approve.
I second it.
I'll concur.
Okay. So Mr. and Mrs. Delvecchio, you'll be getting your paperwork in the mail that you'll want to keep somewhere safe.
I really can't hear you here.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that, please?
I said the board approved your variance, and we will be sending you.
Oh, awesome. The board approves our variance. Thank you so much, ladies
Okay.
and
Right.
gentlemen.
And gentlemen.
So that's all you need from us then?
Yes, and we'll be sending you your paperwork in the mail.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye. So I guess that's
Bye.
the end of our meeting. But
Great.
okay.
You missed a.
Took me longer to get on. It took me 15 minutes to get on. But
That's fine.
just for a little bit of information, I just found out a few minutes ago that my granddaughter, who goes to St. Joseph's Academy, is going to be on the cover of Town and Style magazine that's coming out tonight. So
Wow.
I want to see it. I haven't seen it myself, but it's something to do with her school. But I'm sure proud of her. So
Wow, that's
Congratulations.
yeah, I'm excited.
Yes. Yes.
In case anybody sees it.